for friends, family, and food. Happy Thanksgiving!
Hello, my name is DJ Ming, and one thing I'm very grateful for is the gift of music. And it's just a great feeling to uplift people with the music that I provide, and it's just a great feeling. So I'm very grateful for that, and I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and stay safe. All right?
Hello, hi. Good evening. My name is Maria, also known as Mape, among the Filipino community. I am a nurse, an emergency nurse at one of the very busy emergency department of Morristown Medical Center. I'm very thankful for this year, especially going through the pandemic time. I'm very thankful that we're making it through and we made it through from last year's a very high pandemic time. And this year we are still going through it. However, with the help of my family, friends, I got your support that I'm able to stay up and still be able to work and help other people in the community, especially my hospital. We're still going through this very busy season now with the flu season coming up soon as well. So I thank you for my family, my husband and my children, my mother and my brothers for their support.
The writer and poet Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude." This coming Thanksgiving, let us ask ourselves, what are we thankful for? And on the practical side, another question. What do we prepare for the family feast on Thanksgiving dinner? We thank a couple of our Filipino American chefs for their suggestions. This is Talk of the Town Thanksgiving episode with your hosts, Ner Martinez and Cris Godinez.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Ner Martinez once again with another episode of Talk of the Town. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and because that's coming up next week, our episode tonight very Thanksgiving centric. We are all in the holiday spirit and we want to share it with you. But before we proceed, please welcome our co-host, Cristina Godinez. Chris!
Hey Ner, kumusta? Kumusta sa inyong lahat? Kumusta mga higala? Good evening, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Excited about today's episode. We called it TGIF, Thanksgiving in Filipino, Thanksgiving Pinoy style. Well, salamat, our Filipino word for thank you or thanks, has Arabic origins which actually mean peace and blessings. So now I feel it's our time to count our blessings and to spread some around. Probably through food and through gathering, of course, keeping safe all the time. And we have for tonight's episode chefs who will be sharing Filipino cuisine, Filipino food that you want to include in your menu for Thanksgiving. So there.
Yes, Chris. Can't wait to try those recipes that we will be featuring tonight. We not only have the chef, but we also have a special performance later from Scarlet, and we get to hear from lifers, friends from all over the U.S. with their Thanksgiving greetings and what they're thankful for. But before that, we have some late-breaking news bits from Philippine Daily Mirror's Ricky Rillera from Balitaan.
Good evening. It's been a pretty wild ride this past weekend in Philippine politics to meet the November 15 deadline for substitution of candidates. Despite expectations that Sara Duterte Carpio would run for president, she decided to run for vice president instead, supporting the presidential bid of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, son of the country's late dictator Ferdinand Marcos. Sara joined the Lakas CMD party and filed a certificate of candidacy or COC for the vice president to replace Lyle Fernando Uy. The Partido Federal ng Filipinas, Bongbong Marcos Jr. adopted her to be his running mate. Meanwhile, President Rodrigo Duterte on Monday filed his candidacy for the Senate elections next year. His longtime aide, Christopher Bongo, stepped in to become a presidential candidate himself. He withdrew his COC for vice president and filed a new one for president in place of Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. The COMELEC has summoned former Senator Bongbong Marcos in connection with the petition to cancel his candidacy for president for falsely representing his eligibility despite his conviction for tax offenses. The COMELEC's second division will hear the case to cancel his COC. According to COMELEC spokesperson James Jimenez, cases for cancellation of COCs would take at least 4 weeks to finish. There were at least 91 other petitions for several national positions filed before the COMELEC. There were reports that the petition for intervention was filed on the Marcos case and another plea to declare the former senator a nuisance candidate. The Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases has approved the mandatory vaccination of government and private employees of on-site workers in areas where there is an ample supply of vaccines against COVID-19 starting December 1st. Employees who refuse to be immunized cannot be terminated but must undergo regular RT-PCR testing or antigen test at their own expense. In the US, the levels of Asian hate crimes have surged in recent months. Among these victims have been Filipinos. Jose Serra, a 71-year-old Filipino, was stabbed after he got off from a trolley stop station in El Cajon, California. According to his friend Tad Serra, Serra was stabbed several times with a foot-long knife in the hands, arm, head, and stomach. His intestines are also damaged. Jones has started a GoFundMe campaign to help pay Serra's medical expenses. Stop APPI Hate's latest report says the number of hate incidents has increased from 6,603 to 9,081 during April-June 2021. These complaints include verbal harassment, avoidance, workplace discrimination, and physical assault. The FBI also noted that hate crimes against Asian Americans spiked 76% in 2020. A scam alert is out for seniors during Medicare's open enrollment period, which began October 15 and will run through December 7. Complaints are rising from seniors tricked into buying policies without their consent or lured by questionable information that may not cover their drugs or include their doctors. The Centers for Medical and Medical Services has warned to penalize private insurance companies selling Medicare Advantage and drug plans if they or agents working on their behalf mislead consumers. The agency has also revised rules making it easier for beneficiaries to escape plans they did not sign up for or enrolled in, only to discover promised benefits did not exist or they could not see their providers. On November 7, the final finisher of the 50th anniversary of the New York City Marathon was Phil-Am Freddie Bangwa. Freddie is a 42-year-old civil engineer from Bergenfield, New Jersey. She crossed the finish line past 11 p.m. in 10 hours, 54 minutes, and 58 seconds, long after the 25,000 Participants who took part in the historic race had exited the track. Bangwa, a 6-time NYC marathon finisher, proudly wears on her bib the motto, "Determined to Finish." Chris and Nell?
Hi, my name is Neil Haynes. I'm the JCI USA chaplain for 2021, and I'm thankful for so much this year. Family, friends, my JC family. I haven't seen my JC family in New Jersey for over a year now, so I'm so thankful I had to come here to see my family because I miss them so much. I'm just thankful for everyone in my life who pushes me to rise higher, and that's what JCs are all about.
Hi, I'm Reyes. I'm a registered nurse and I live in New York with my husband Francisco and 4 children. I'm really thankful for a lot of things in 2021. I know that a lot of people have really gone through a lot too, but my husband and I were sick with COVID, and I am thankful for the Lord saving our life. I'm thankful for family and friends that stood by us through the years. That's what I'm really thankful for. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Lindy Rosales. I'm thankful for all the friends and family that have kept in touch with me even through the pandemic. We might not have seen each other physically, but you have kept in touch through text, emails, and phone calls. So I am so grateful for all the joy and love that you have given me. It's really a good time to keep in touch even in the dreadful times that we are in. So as we come out of the pandemic, let's celebrate each other again and meet up and tell our stories to each other. Thank you.
Ricky Rillera for those wonderful news bits. And what did we learn from those news bits? One, stay safe, stay healthy. And for those trooping back to the election polls next year, make an informed decision. And for our next segment for the program, we have some interesting insights on nurse immigration to the U.S. with attorney Cristina Godinez. Chris?
This is Immigration Troubles, Immigration Solutions, ITIS It Is, with attorney Cristina Godinez.
The U.S. has been under a chronic shortage of healthcare workers, especially nurses, for a long time. Nurses routinely engage in double shifts, excessive overtime, and struggle with high nurse-to-patient ratios. Many of them will retire soon, given that over a third of nurses are at least 55 years old, if not older. Efforts to develop a nursing workforce within the U.S. are not enough due to a lack of nurse educators. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic made a bad situation worse. Many nurses are about to or are actually leaving the noble profession because of burnout and trauma. About 3 in 10 healthcare workers considered no longer working in healthcare. Now is the time for medical facilities and nursing homes to seriously consider foreign nurse recruitment as a way to meet the nurse staffing crisis that threatens U.S. healthcare. There is no quick fix, but healthcare facilities can take a moment to begin drawing up a 3 to 5 year staff acquisition plan for bringing in foreign nurses. Despite the broken U.S. immigration system, there are still options for nurse immigration. Non-immigrant options for nurses include temporary working visas such as the H-1B Professional Working Visa or the H-1C visa for acute care facilities in extremely medically underserved areas. There are also temporary working visas for Filipino nurses who have become naturalized citizens of other countries, such as the TN visas for Canadian and Mexican citizens or the E3 professional visas for Australian citizens. The most common and the most preferred manner of entry into the U.S. nursing profession is the immigrant visa or the green card option. Did you know that visas for nurses and all other immigrant workers from the Philippines have been available since October 2020, this means there are currently no visa backlogs or no visa wait times. The immigrant visa option means a healthcare facility can sponsor a foreign nurse for a full-time permanent job in the U.S. The foreign nurse therefore enters the U.S. as an immigrant, ready and able to work at the earliest opportunity. The U.S. immigration process for nurses is relatively shorter and less complicated than that for other professions. U.S. sponsors forgo the long and costly step of applying for foreign labor certification because nursing is already pre-certified as a shortage occupation. Still, many facilities that need nurses immediately are reluctant to consider the immigrant visa option because of visa wait times that used to stretch for several years. Visa backlogs occur when the demand for visas outnumber the legal quota for a given year. Lately, however, immigrant visas have been available to Filipino nurses without having to wait for several years. In practical terms, Filipino nurses today may take the final step in the immigration process, meaning they can either apply for adjustment of status to permanent resident if they are in the U.S. and are maintaining valid status, or they may apply for an immigrant visa at the U.S. Embassy in Manila if they are outside the U.S. The nursing shortage is likely to get worse before it gets better. Medical facilities and nursing homes can still get ahead if they plan ahead. Foreign nurse sponsorship can be part of that plan. So mga kababayan, did you like this episode of Immigration Troubles, Immigration Solutions, ITIS? Please like, comment, or email questions about health worker immigration to Attorney Cris Godinez at info@pinoylife.net. Email over your suggestions for immigration topics as well. Look out for our next ITIS features on caregiver green cards and fiancé visas. Go ahead and like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kita-kita po tayo ulit.
Ako po si Dora Conchidis, nakatira sa Stanford, Connecticut. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng mga blessing na natanggap ko. And then I just celebrate my 70th birthday. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Oh, no.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emilio Quinez Jr. The best thing I would say that happened in my life is to have shared the bounty of our Lord to whoever truly needs it. And I think the best legacy of anybody is to have service to humanity. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is James Wilkins. I'm National Vice President at JCI USA. What I'm thankful for is being part of a great organization that teaches everyone leadership abilities and that gives me an opportunity to grow as a leader in my personal life in this organization. And that's what I'm thankful for.
Hi, I'm Joyce Aligoves. I'm a registered nurse in the Pinoy Medical Center. And for this year, I'm very thankful for my health. And wish everyone good health always. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our wonderful greeters, and thank you very much, Chris. Chris, that was very, very informative, especially with the nursing shortage getting worse. There is a point to considering foreign nurse recruitment. Don't forget to watch Chris again in upcoming episodes on topics like caregiver, immigration, and fiancé visas. And, as we told you earlier, we invited some chefs to teach us or show us how to cook some dishes that we easily make for the holiday. Now, these videos have been specially prepared for us, and we'd like to thank them for sharing their culinary talents with us. So, Chris, who's first? Who's first in our lineup of chefs?
Yes, our chef today is Chef Anton Dayrit. Chef Anton Dayrit studied at the International School for Culinary Arts and the French Culinary Institute. He worked in the exclusive kitchens of Jean-Georges and the Mission Chinese restaurant in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. With a shared mission of promoting Filipino cuisine, Chef Dayrit, along with partners Joey Chanco and Bianca Vicente, opened Tradisyon on 51st Street and 9th Avenue in Hell's Kitchen. So that's putting Filipino cuisine in the international stage. Chef Anton is offering us tonight and sharing with us his grandmother's recipe for caldereta. So it's his homage to his grandmother's cooking. Let's watch Chef Dayrit with his Lola's caldereta.
Tanggal tama ako dun ha. Some ribeye, Italian olives, cheddar, garlic, onions, red and orange and yellow peppers. Some Marzano tomatoes, a bit of soy sauce. Today we are cooking my mom's caldereta. Ang salitang caldereta ay galing sa caldera in Spanish, which means cauldron. It usually uses goat or lamb. We're going to be a little bit more luxurious, and we're going to be using ribeye. We're going to wait till that's shimmering. Igigisa natin ang ating karne. Lalagyan natin siya ng konting salt, asin. On a high flame, kasi ribeye ito, medium rare lang po natin ito. Hot wok right now. We're gonna add a little bit of oil. Igigisa natin yung sibuyas, bawang, tsaka pepper. This till it's like translucent. Sun Marzano tomatoes. We're gonna simmer this for about 20 minutes. And a medium-low flame. Olives, soy sauce, and the cheese. Rapio. We're cook this for another 5 minutes. As the cheese melts. Ibabalik na natin ang ating karne. Lalagyan na natin ang secret sauce. Para sa mga Pilipino, alam nyo. Mas matapang na tao ng konti. Lalagyan natin ang pampanga. That's it, pancit. Done. Yeah. Mama, we're proud. Not the best way, the only way to eat this is with our rice. Garnish with a little bit of door peppers. Pampalatong. That's it. Let's dig in. What's the verdict? Eat it, yo. That's it. Just like Sunday lunch. Grown up. That's it. Am I normal? Woo! See a little tear in my eye?
Hi! Happy Thanksgiving! Ako ay nagpapasalamat sa Panginoon, pangalawa sa aking pamilya, pangatlo sa aking mga kapatid at sa aking mga anak at mga apo. Salamat! Have a good day! Bye!
Hi, I'm Attorney Gary Abasolo. I'm very thankful that the COVID-19 pandemic is basically over so that we have our normal social events where we all get together are back again, once again, after 18 months of lockdown. That's what I'm thankful for. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ako po si Raul Estrellado, 2019 Crown Masal, ay nagpapasalamat sa buong mayapa. Dahil mula bata po ako at hanggang ngayon kanya po pinagadya at tinutulungan. Sa dami ng kapiyong ginawa ko ng mga bata at ngayon, ako'y kanyang pinagadya. Maraming salamat po, mahal ng Panginoon, and happy Thanksgiving to all.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for our greeters, and of course to Chef Anton Dayrit. That is I didn't realize that you could cook caldereta
Maanghang. Pwede palang maanghang.
Caldereta, maanghang. Yeah, I'm used to maanghang na caldereta. But anyway, Chris, we have another chef to feature in our special episode tonight. But this has an interesting story, so let me tell you the story. During the height of the pandemic, a group of 4 people and members of the Tau Gamma Phi fraternity decided to put up a restaurant in New Jersey. And so many months of planning and drinking sessions, they pulled it through. They would bring pulutan or Pinoy appetizers to complement the drinks. And the superstar dish was the LechonBelly of Rebecca Castillo, and as well as the pork and bangus sisig of Ruffy Ronas. Eventually, they roped in Ronnie Marcos to deal with accounting and budget, and Martin Gratil to handle marketing. Thus, MRMM LechonBelly was born. Their other specialties include crispy binagoongan and crispy Bicol Express. All of them are spicy. And the famous Rebecca's dessert, ube yema and yema graham. And we encourage you to come and visit them. They're on 558 Westside Avenue in Jersey City. Tonight, Chef Ruffy shows us LechonBelly a la MRMM LechonBelly style. Watch this. Sponsored my education. I'm thankful for the priests that I work with in the church and for the community, the Filipino and American community that are so ever kind and generous. Thank you.
So much to be thankful for, right, Nair?
Oh yeah. You know, I would like to try that LechonBelly. Mukhang it's so simple, pero full of, you know what, the big CHOLEST.
Ay nako, mahirap talaga pag Thanksgiving.
You have to have your medication ready. Right. But yeah, thank you also for our greeters that greeted us earlier. And since this is this is a Thanksgiving-centric episode, as I said earlier, maybe let's for a minute acknowledge our sponsors. Chris.
Right. So moving on, we'd like to take a minute and acknowledge our sponsors for tonight's episode. We have Lead Consulting, Philippine Daily Mirror, Kababayan Media, Design District Studios, and our growing community of PinoyLife followers. Thank you. Continue to support and promote our show to friends and families, and I hope you stay with us for our succeeding episodes. Don't forget, you can watch this episode on YouTube, and after the broadcast, you can also watch recording of this episode on Facebook. If you want a topic or an issue interest in discuss in our episodes, in our future episodes, please feel free to email us at info@PinoyLife.net. Up next is Rewind. We value our history and we look back with our Rewind episode with Noel Pangilinan. Check this out.
Magandang gabi po. Welcome to this month's episode of Rewind, your home for everything Philippine and Filipino American history. Ako po si Noel Pangilinan. I teach Filipino, Philippine history, and Philippine literature at the College of Mount St. Vincent. November 30 is a public holiday in the Philippines. It is celebrated as Bonifacio Day in honor of revolutionary hero Andres Bonifacio, who was born on that date in 1863. Bonifacio, or God Andres, is the founder and supremo of the Katipunan, short for Kataas-Taasang Kagalang-Galangang Katipunan ng mga Anak ng Bayan, or in English, the highest, most honorable association of sons and daughters of the nation. The Katipunan was the revolutionary organization that sought to overthrow the more than 300 years of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines and to establish an independent Philippine Republic. In 1898, the Katipunan almost succeeded in liberating the whole Philippines, with Manila the only remaining stronghold of the Spanish colonizers. But before the Filipino revolutionaries could triumphantly enter Manila and officially declare independence from Spain, the United States entered the picture and became the new colonial masters of the Philippines. But that is a story for another episode. Bonifacio lost the leadership of the Katipunan to the general from Cavite, Emilio Aguinaldo, in a controversial election during the Tejeros Convention in 1897. The Tejeros Convention, held in Aguinaldo's home province of Cavite and packed with delegates from Cavite, elected Aguinaldo, who was not even present at the convention, as president. Bonifacio was elected Director of Interior. But an Aguinaldo supporter objected to the election of Bonifacio, saying that Bonifacio did not have the education to serve as Director of Interior. Bonifacio then invoked his position as chairman of the convention and the supreme president of the Katipunan, and he declared all proceedings that day to be null and void and left with his supporters. Aguinaldo later ordered the arrest of Bonifacio. Andres and his brother Procopio were charged with sedition and treason and were found guilty of the charges and of plotting to kill Aguinaldo. Aguinaldo then signed the order to execute Bonifacio and his brother. The Bonifacio brothers, Andres and Procopio, were killed in the mountains of Maragondon, Cavite on May 10, 1897, a tragic ending to the acknowledged father of the Philippine Revolution. Sa mga kababayan, did you like this episode of Rewind? Give me your thoughts. Please write on the comment section of this webisode. If you have topics that you want us to talk about, let us know. You can send me your comments, suggestions, and questions at noel@pinoylife.net. Please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let me leave you tonight with this song, Pag-ibig sa Tinubuang Lupa, Love for the Motherland. It was based on the poem of the same title written by Andres Bonifacio himself. It was set to music by Luis Salvador Jorge while he was languishing in jail in the 1970s. Westlu was one of the more than 70,000 political prisoners jailed by the late unlamented dictator Ferdinand Marcos during martial law. Kita-kita po tayo ulit next month. Ito po si Noel Pangilinan, nagsasabing salamat at ingat.
Aling pag-ibig ba ang higit kaya sa pagkadalisay at pagkadakila gaya ng pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa. Aling pag-ibig ba wala nang wala?
Hello, my name is Scarlet. I'm a member of JCI. I'm thankful for my family, friends, and loved ones. I'm also thankful that I'll be doing my internship next fall semester in Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and I'll also be graduating in December of 2022, just in time for my 30th birthday. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Reagan John Rada, and I am very thankful for the opportunity to each and every one of us, including myself, that gave me the best of who I can be, and to lead, and to create, and to be part of the community. Thank you, mabuhay po kayo.
Hi everyone, my name is Stevenson Van der Roder and I am the current state president of JCI New Jersey. I am very thankful for this year for the continued opportunities despite the pandemic. I know that many of us have had limited opportunities with what has happened in the pandemic, but I'm thankful for my friends as well who are always there for us, trying to coordinate with each other, trying to touch base with each other, the continued friendship with one another. Again, it's about the continued opportunity as well as the connections that we have with our family and friends. Thank you so much.
Wow. Friendship, that's a big thing to be thankful for. We always crave to be connected with friends and family, and that's something that's very valuable during the holidays. And with holidays just around the corner, lapit ng Pasko, we'd like to invite you to send a 30-second video of your holiday greetings or wishes to info@PinoyLife.net. You can dance, you can sing, or perform spoken word in any Filipino language or in English. Don't hesitate to create your own unique way of expressing your joy for the holidays. So, padalhan niyo po kami ng video, 30-second video. Huwag pong kalimutan. As soon as possible, kung kaya ninyong mapadala as soon as possible, info@PinoyLife.net po ang email natin. And now, let's find out what's going on and what's coming up in our Filipino community with Lambert Parong of Kababayan Media. Check out our Community Buzz.
Hello everyone, kumusta po kayo? I'm Lambert Parong and this is Community Buzz. We begin with a special Veterans Day commemoration. On November 11 at the Kalayaan Hall of the Philippine Center in New York, Undersecretary of the Air Force Gina Ortiz-Jones, the highest-ranking Filipino American in the Biden-Harris administration, graced the occasion and gave the keynote address. The Filipino Veterans Recognition and Education Project, represented by former United States Consul General Santiago Sani Busa, arranged a posthumous awarding ceremony of the U.S. Congressional Gold Medal to the families of Second World War Filipino veterans, Colonel Cornelio Tomelden, Captain Sergio Navarro, and Master Sergeant Genero Gallo. The Veterans Day event was organized by the Philippine Consulate in New York, led by Consul General El Mercado. The first Filipino coin engraver of the Central Bank of the Philippines, Bayani Yani Rumbawa, participated in a New York group art exhibit held at the Philippine Center Lobby Gallery. The recently concluded Sanlikha Sanlahi exhibit was organized by the International Women Artists led by Anne Constantino Beck. Yani Rumbawa had his formal training at the University of Santo Tomas, where he earned his Bachelor of Fine Arts major in painting. His first engraved works were a 10 peso coin and a 1,000 peso coin commemorating the 1986 People Power Revolution in the Philippines. Yanni Rumbawa recently retired as the chief coin engraver at the Central Bank of the Philippines after 35 years of service. The National Federation of Filipino American Associations, led by its president Brendan Flores and executive director Carissa Villacorta, in collaboration with the Madison Square Garden organization, represented by Phil Young, who grew up in the Philippines, recently hosted a Filipino Heritage Night in a game between the Knicks and the Cavaliers. They were joined by Erwin Valencia, the New York Knicks physical therapist and assistant athletic trainer. The TOFA performing artists led in the singing of the U.S. national anthem inside the world's most famous arena. NAFA also gave out its Healthcare Hero Awards to Potri Ranca Manis Quiano, Mary Joy Garcia Dia, Jonah Caparas, and Dr. Romel Rivera, in recognition of their service to the community, especially during this time of pandemic. And now, here are some events happening soon in and around our community. On Saturday, November 20th at 1 in the afternoon at Mana Contemporary in Jersey City, Liwayway, Balik Tanaw, or The Dawn, Looking Back, a cultural event showcasing art, music, and performances inspired by the Filipino people's vision of a new tomorrow. Liwayway is being held to commemorate Andres Bonifacio Day, celebrated at the end of November in the Philippines. On November 21st, Sunday at 11 in the morning, it's the Milestone musical event with American musician Jim Brickman and our very own Angel Ram in a charity concert for Saleo Floor Foundation. With special guest Rian Avendula Phillips, the concert will be at Sony Hall in Times Square. Get your tickets through Ticketmaster or Sony Hall. Also on Sunday at 1:30 in the afternoon, celebrate an in-person Filipino Holy Mass at St. Joan of Arc Parish located at 8200 35th Avenue in Jackson Heights, Queens. Father Jovi Carongay is the celebrant and the choir will be the CFC Handmaids of the Lord. For prayer petitions and sponsorships, kindly get in touch with the Filipino American Society of St. Joan of Arc Parish via their Facebook page. Next up, PHL Basketball with Ryan Compendio in partnership with RGX, Filipino Heritage Month, and Puso of Stony Brook University will hold a one-day winter basketball clinic for boys and girls ages 4 to 18 on November 28th, Sunday from 2 in the afternoon till 6 in the evening at Mount Carmel Gym in Jersey City, New Jersey. Then, on December 4, Saturday at 2 in the afternoon, it's the 14th annual Simbang Gabi sa Katedral. The Reverend Dr. Father Joseph Marave will be the celebrant. The Mass will take place at St. Patrick's Cathedral in Midtown Manhattan. The reception follows at St. Jean Baptiste High School Auditorium on 173 East 75th Street. And on December 6th till December 14th, it's the Simbang Gabi sa Konsulado. Visit the Facebook page of the Philippine Consulate General in New York and check for the announcement. Next up, on December 10, Friday, from 7 in the evening, it's a Christmas party hosted by the Federation of Philippine Societies in New Jersey, happening at Chandelier in Bayonne, New Jersey. Get in touch with Elvira Reyes, Beth Manalo, or Chris De Guzman. And finally, from PIDCI, or the Philippine Independence Day Council Incorporated, an evening with the Consul General on December 27th at 7 in the evening. A special reception hosted by Consul General El Mercato at his residence. It will feature the presentation of the 2022 Grand Marshal, Honorary Grand Marshal, and PIDCI team. It will also mark the official launch of the 124th anniversary commemoration of Philippine independence. For more information, email info@pidci.org or visit the Facebook page of PIDCI. That's it for now. Send us announcements or updates from your organization. Email them to communitybuzz@pinoylife.net or to lambert@kababayanmedia.com so we may share it on our next episode. On behalf of Kababayan Media, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Lambert Parong for Community Buzz.
Hi, my name is Lee Clemente. I'm wishing you a happy Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful for all my family and friends, and for a beautiful country, two countries, the Philippines and the USA. Thank you.
Mga kababayan, marami tayong kailangan pasalamatan. Pero higit sa lahat, pasalamat tayo na araw-araw gumigising tayo at sinasalubong natin ang umaga. Okay? Kaya huwag mawawala sa inyong dasalan yan. Pasalamat tayo na gumigising tayo sa umaga at sinasalubong natin ang kabukasan. Salamat!
Hi, I'm Arman David. I'm thankful for, first of all, for my family, my health, and all the blessings that the Lord has given me for the past year, and keeping me healthy through this pandemic.
Hi, I'm Roger Alama, a professional engineer of 9 states in the United States. What are we thankful for in this Thanksgiving Day? We have to be thankful for our blessings from God every day, for our good health, that we were able to overcome the adverse effects of pandemic, and a lot of our friends are still well and all good. We have to thank God for all our sanctifying grace, that every day we still under the blessings of this country, and of course God always look on us every day. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Noah, and I am a Philam journalist currently living in Iowa, and I am thankful for my family both here in the United States and in the Philippines.
Thank you once again for all our greeters, and thank you, Lambert. Chris, really, we have a lot to be thankful for. We can count our blessings. That one greeter said that it's thankful that we are able to breathe life, that we are alive. We have to be thankful for that.
Yeah,
Right?
pasalamat tayo paggising natin may kinabukasan. So,
Correct.
malaking
May
bagay.
bukas pa. But anyway, a reminder to our viewers and listeners, please check out the Filipino American community on PinoyLife.net on Facebook for more events. Our episode tonight will also be available to view on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to our Facebook page and, of course, our YouTube channel. And now, Chris, would you do the honor to introducing
absolutely.
special guest performers for tonight?
Absolutely. Our musical performance tonight is from the electronic pop duo based in Jersey City, Scarlet. The band consists of singer-guitarist Sheryl Reyes and music producer, visual artist Ted Reyes. Inspiring spoken word pieces from members of the White Coats Against Asian Hate group. Unfortunately, Nair, this still is going on. I mean, the Balitaan note of Ricky mentioned earlier that Asian hate incidents are still prevalent all over the country. So hopefully we send a message through music, and here it is, mga kaibigan, heto po ang Scarlet Gum.
So different that you can't let me in. Am I so strange that you can take my skin? I have been pushed and shoved to the ground. thoughts and labels brought me down. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. Time to ignite the fire in my heart. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. It's time to heal the wounds that keep us apart. It's time to rise. We face the perils of anger, fear, and hate. We kept our silence. How long must we wait? Someday we'll make it through the storm. Let the wind carry and guide us home. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. Just like the sun shining in the east. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. I believe love and peace can still exist. It's time to rise. Together we'll make it through this storm. Let the wind carry and guide us home. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. Time to ignite the fire in my heart. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. It's time to heal the wounds that keep us apart. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. Just like the sun shining in the east. It's time to rise. It's time to rise now. I believe love and peace can still exist. It's time to rise.
Fred, just to let you know, that was a very emotional presentation by Scarlet Gum. Thank you very much, Scarlet Gum.
Right.
It really struck a chord. So once again, we really have to stop Asian hate.
Yeah, it reminds me of this meme that's going on in the Philippines. Mas radikal magmahal. And I think it's not just a Filipino thing. It goes for any community, and loving is an act of radicalism. So, mas radical talaga magmahal.
Correct. But Chris, we're at the tail end of our show
know.
for tonight, and I'm sure we're getting ready. I mean, a lot of people have plans for next week already. Some are going away. So are you cooking or are you?
I'll probably bake. Like I said, I might try that cranberry tart I was looking up on Washington Post recipe, or probably do something else. I don't know. Maybe, a pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
Pumpkin thing. How about you? Are you cooking? Are you gonna be cooked for?
Well, no. Our family usually goes out for dinner, so they made a for a big dinner somewhere up in New York. Well, not really up, but it's an opportunity for us to get together without the mess of cooking.
Mahirap nga naman.
But
Oo.
yeah. But anyway, we are on the, like what I said, we're on the home stretch, so we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Once again, thank you very much for everybody who tuned in tonight. And Chris, just to let you know, it's already a year that we started talking.
Has it really been?
Yes. And once again, thank you very much to our guests, our chefs, Anton, Chef Anton Dayrit, and of course, Ruffy Ronas from MRMM LechonBelly and Tradisyon. Of course, Scarlet our wonderful greeters.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we got so much insight on gratitude and Thanksgiving from them. So, Chris.
And one more thing there. Thank you to our PinoyLife community. Sinundan niyo po kami.
Yes.
Past, mahigit 1 taon na po kami. Salamat po. Maraming salamat.
And we're still growing. We're still, so if you have any suggestions, or us, or topics, just write.
Ang holiday greeting po natin. Do not hesitate to create holiday greetings 30-second video email to info@pinoylife.net.
Correct. So
wrapping it up.
So Chris, we end another episode of Talk of the Town, and on behalf of Ricky Rillera for Balitaan, Professor Noel Pangilinan for Rewind, Attorney Cristina Godinez for immigration updates, Lambert Parong for community buzz, and of course our friend Ralph Thompson in our control room, our director, and of course JB Acuna, our video editor.
Salamat.
And this is Nair Martinez bidding you all a good night. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone from Talk of the Town. See you next time, and keep talking.